Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited to show you a couple of very cool releases that arrived at my doorstep this past weekend. It was a great weekend full of music and fun, and I'm so excited to show this video because this is a record that I really love and I got a beautiful copy of it. This is the UHQR by Analog Productions of Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? A fantastic record. What a wonderful guitar player he was. I have a soft spot for guitar players. You know, when you talk about guitar players, we could probably have another video just talking about them. Of course, Jimi Hendrix is one of the top ones that comes to mind. Eddie Van Halen for me, Joe Walsh, Prince, David Gilmour. I mean, we could just go on and on and on, but Jimi Hendrix always comes to mind, and this is an incredible record. Love the album cover. It is one of my favorites of all time. I love the color combinations, love the picture. Everything about it is really beautiful. So I wanted to have this particular box set. I thought it was going to be very special, and it is. I will discuss it, and I will let you know all of the details and my personal thoughts about it. I will just get something negative out of the way right away. As I was opening it and I looked, I immediately noticed that I had received a copy that has some pretty significant gouges. I don't know if they will show up on this video, but that's one of the first things I noticed. So I was kind of bummed when I saw that. And that is the only imperfection I have when it comes to this. The vinyl played great. The vinyl is flat, no warps, no pops, no problems. And so I'm just wanting this particular part of the box. I don't even need this one. This one's in perfect shape. So I'm hoping they will send me a new version of that because I don't really want one that has gouges. And for $125, I shouldn't have to have one. So that's part of it. Here's the hype sticker, the shrink wrap just came on that, really nice. It comes with a certificate, very cool, for Clarity Vinyl and for the UHQR. So when you were in high school or middle school, if you didn't get a perfect attendance certificate, no problem. You have an even cooler certificate now. Here is the beautiful booklet that comes with it. A lot of really nice Jimi Hendrix pictures. And I know that Analog Productions and QRP have been working very closely with the Jimi Hendrix family for a very long time. So they have a very good relationship. And I'm sure that allows for some of these wonderful photos that are in this wonderful book. I love that photo too. It's just all really, really nicely done. Love that. So what a great little booklet. Also, this is like a preview. You can see what's available on all different types of formats, different releases. I've been picking up as many of those acoustic sound series releases for jazz. I'm sorry about the glares, you guys. And I love having that. So it's really cool to see all of the cool releases that they have. This gives you all the details of what you're paying for, the quality of the Clarity vinyl. They have a patent. It's a special formula that they use. This is the album cover that comes in that box with a beautiful gatefold. It's very shiny. It is a gold embossed. My copy is number 1,193 out of 20,000 copies. So not extremely limited, but I think it'll sell out pretty fast. And here is the vinyl. And this is a Clarity vinyl formula. It's not the same as if you're getting a color variant, it just happens to be clear. This is a very special Clarity vinyl that's supposed to be quieter and just really, really nice premium vinyl. So I want to talk to you about the sound quality a little bit. You know, I am a huge guitar fan. I love the sound of guitar. And this is just a really wonderful record to me. So let's talk about this one. And let me show you the other copy that I had already purchased several years ago. This is the one that was manufactured at QRP. But this one was cut from the analog tapes by George Marino. The new UHQR was cut from the analog tapes by Bernie Grundman. So we've got two top-notch mastering engineers here. And I think both of these records are fantastic. I've always been blown away by this George Marino cut. It will not disappoint with the soundstage. It's huge. It sounds so good. It's very punchy. The guitar playing is fantastic. It has its beautiful moments when he slows down and plays just beautiful guitars. Like my favorite song on here, The Wind Cries Mary. So I've always been very happy with that particular copy. I will say with this one, of course, you're getting beautiful packaging and you're paying a premium for the beautiful packaging, but you're also getting, I think, a beautiful sounding record. I really love the soundstage. It's huge on it, just like the George Marino version. I just think on this one, it's a little bit more natural sounding. And like, I feel like the George Marino copy is brighter. There's a little bit more brightness to it. I don't have anything against brightness. I just think this one's just taken down just a little bit. I feel like Jimi Hendrix's voice is pulled back just a tiny bit, giving you a more natural sound. And when I say that, I am in no way putting down this version. I know it sounds like I am. I'm just telling you the difference between that one and this version. So both are great, but with this version cut by Bernie Grundman, it's just a little more natural. There are parts in it, like I want to just use for an example, Purple Haze. You know, of course we've got that iconic guitar riff. I don't know of anything more iconic than that. When Jimmy is singing and he is going, ah. On this copy, you hear it. It's really clear. It's a great presence. But with this one, you almost feel like he's leaning into your ear just a little bit more, going, ah. And you feel a breathiness that you don't experience. And same with what the song I love, The Wind Cries Mary. I feel like with that one, just a little bit more of the sound is floating in the air, where you're getting a huge sound stage with the George Marino version on the regular vinyl. With this one, you're getting that same thing, but you're getting just a little more. You're getting a little bit more of that music still lingering in the air. Such a beautiful version of The Wind Cries Mary. Of course, Foxy Lady. There's so many surprises. You just hear little surprises with the guitar, just kind of just surprising you a little bit here and there with something you've never heard before. At least for me, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, there's just these little tweaks and surprises. It just makes me even think when I was listening to it and I felt like Jimi Hendrix was in there playing in the room, I just kept thinking, if only the Van Halen one steps will be as good and as intimate sounding as this is, because I want to have the experience of Van Halen and Eddie, especially playing his guitar for me. That's the kind of presence you have with this beautiful box set. I just think it's fantastic. And of course, I'm not surprised. I didn't think Chad Kasem was going to hear it and say, oh, it doesn't sound that good, but let's go ahead and get it out anyway. I knew it was going to sound fantastic. I have yet to have anything from Analog Productions that I think sounds mediocre. It's all been outstanding. So it's a beautiful set. It is expensive. The George Marino version is fantastic too, but of course I do have to say that I think that this Clarity vinyl really is the step up for me. It just depends. Do you love this album enough to spend that kind of money? For me, it was a yes. And there are going to be some that I will probably pass on in the future. It just depends on what the title is. It has to be something very, very special to get me to pay that kind of money. So a really great release, and I'm so glad they did it. Thank you so much for announcing it and then quickly putting it out there. That was a lot of fun. So now I want to also talk to you about another release that came my way over the weekend, Eldorado by Electric Light Orchestra. This is a wonderful record. It's on super vinyl by Mobile Fidelity. I believe they're going to be doing a one step on 45 RPM. This is the 33 RPM version. This will be my go-to album. I really probably won't need the 45 RPM one step, although if you're just a huge fan of ELO and you want to hear even more details and crispness, I get it. First off, here is the album cover. It is a gatefold, a wonderful picture of ELO very early on. This one came out, I believe, in 1974. It's their 4th studio album. My particular copy is number 81. This was one I had pre-ordered quite a while back when it was announced. And then it was just a matter of waiting for it to finally come out. And I waited a long time. You know, I ordered from Mobile Fidelity, I believe they're in Chicago. And it used to be that I could get an order within just a couple of days because it was a pretty quick little route to my house. Well, I guess with spring break, you know, the record wanted to take a little trip. So it went down to Georgia for the spring break, and then it went to Missouri. It took a totally different route than it used to go, but it finally arrived at my house. And this is just a beautiful record. It is what I call symphony rock. You know, ELO, that's just what they're known for. And this really comes to life. It's gorgeous. It is a huge sound stage. It's very lush. It's very beautiful. And of course, the song Can't Get It Out of My Head is one that I really love. I have great memories of my sister being a cheerleader when she was in high school and I was still in middle school. Friday, Saturday nights, my mom would get me in the car and we would have to go wait for her bus to arrive so we could pick her up from a ball game. It'd be like 10, 11 o'clock at night. We'd be sitting at the high school parking lot listening to her choice of radio stations, which played a lot of early 70s stuff. And the song Can't Get It Out of My Head. You know, not only is it just a really cool memory with my mom, you know, you can think about all a little heartbreak you might have went through when you're in high school. That song, you can't get them out of your head, you know, just brings back a lot of wonderful memories. And the whole album is fantastic. The ending will blow your mind. It just sounds fantastic. So congratulations to Mobile Fidelity for putting out this original master recording on super vinyl. I am so thrilled to own this. It is gorgeous. So this is a weekend where these audiophile releases didn't disappoint. And you don't want to be disappointed because these are expensive releases. There's just no way about it. But this will be the last copy I will ever need of Eldorado and the final copy I would ever need of Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Just two beautiful, wonderful records. So I'm just so happy to have them. So please check them out and consider them for your collections. I highly recommend both. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.